Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the 99th episode of the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Don't slip up here, right?
Oh, mate.
You don't want to slip up on 99 anywhere
you don't want to sneak off the second slip. So
get run out on 99.
Mate, it's happened. It's happened. Definitely not with me because I don't make runs that high.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That would hurt, eh? Getting run out
mate.
on 99. Particularly if your mate didn't want to run, you know, it's one of those confused. You're stuck at the other end and it's just...
And then you sort of don't talk to that person for weeks.
That's always sad in cricket when someone says run, the other doesn't. There's just two blokes at one end.
I remember it happened a few times in our Year 12 versus Teachers game.
Yeah.
And
disappointing performance from a lot of blokes that day.
Shout out to Brody Phillips. It's his birthday today. We went to school with him.
The worst bowler I've ever seen.
I think he bowled 13 wides.
It was insane. We lost on wides. We had like 30 wides.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like, I get, you know, bowling might not be your strong suit, but I'd rather you just bowl it really shittily at them.
Yeah.
You know, because they're probably not going to hit a six, most of those teachers.
True.
You might be able to get a catch, or the slowness of it might fuck them over.
Our school principal literally made 50 against us.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Big Daz was pretty good at sport.
You took a couple of wickets that day?
I did. Bowled out that loser math teacher with a beautiful in-swinger. Never forget that. I think I took three.
Were you in that? I think you and I were both in that advanced maths class.
Yeah,
Year 10.
Yeah.
And shout out. To
I didn't
that
like
teacher.
him. That's when I stopped liking him, eh?
Yeah. What, in maths? Was that after? No, obviously it was before you got him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I carried that sort of distaste.
Yeah. And then just.
And I think I got a wicket before him.
Yep.
And then he came up and I thought, this is my moment. Like,
Did
and it was just a
did you get 3?
I did get 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And
you and I on that
insane,
scorecard
bro.
looked good that day.
And I just remember the in-swinger and it took out middle stump, but I thought, like, in my mind, I was like, you're literally my bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're a bitch to me now.
I remember they brought back a former
That's
teacher.
not fair. We should have been able to bring back someone who's graduated who, you know.
And he'd played in 7 prior Principal Cup cricket games and never gotten out.
And he'd play soccer and score. I remember seeing him in like year 10. He scored a left foot shot literally from like the goal line, like in soccer. It was
and he's
insane.
not a soccer player. He's just
very
very good at every sport. And yeah, he'd never gotten out. And like, I just made it my like thing to get him out.
Is that the run out or not?
I ran him out, little backhand throw.
What a nerd, eh?
And I broke the stump. I mean, we were using pink stumps that day. And
yeah, because that's what it's for, breast cancer.
Yeah. And I remember
things.
one of our teachers said, "Oh, Jamo, make sure I give that stump to you at the end of the day." Never got it. So, and that did hurt because, you know, pink stump, breast cancer, big occasion.
You and Rognetta batting together, was that fun?
Yeah, it was all right. We actually batted for some time.
He lasted the second longest, I think, out of everyone.
He made, I don't know, maybe 15 or something, but it was good for him because he was actually shitting himself, I remember.
It is actually scary batting. It's like, and they're bowling slow, bro, and I was like, oh, wow, like this is...
You got 11 people watching you in there against you. The bloke at the other end, like, he's relying on you.
You're like, wow, the ball actually, it comes a bit faster than you think it will.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. I can't imagine what a real one's like.
Some people think cricket's a bitch sport. Get out there and
it's
try
actually
it.
scary.
Yeah.
But honestly, that ball, because that ball is probably one of the hardest balls in sport.
Yep.
You know, it's vicious.
It's almost like a rock, yeah.
It's literally like a rock. I mean, it's probably a bit harder than a baseball.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So,
Baseballs have a bit of give to them.
This cricket ball is literally, I don't even know what it's made of, but fuck me, bro. It's just hard and but it's polished, you know, and it's like,
What have you been up to the last week?
This week's been pretty chill.
Yeah, what about last weekend? Did you do much?
Last weekend? Did I go out?
Oh, you went Cass.
Yeah. That was just, we didn't really know what to do. Me and Carly just went there.
Yeah.
Just chill, had a few drinks.
Did you eat?
We did eat.
Where'd you eat?
Oh, well, Mum has this card.
Ooh.
You go into like a
She loves the
Riverside room. Yeah, she's a big
Hashtag Des.
big Cass addict. Loves it. So you go upstairs there. They have some food there, pretty good. Got some drinks. Had some cocktails.
Where's this? Upstairs.
So you got to go use the card. Go into this thing called the Riverside room,
This
and you
sounds
can only
good.
go up
Yeah.
to eat there if you have the card. So it was all right. Yeah, had some cocktails, just chilled.
Beautiful.
What about you? You get up to much on the weekend?
Friday, stayed at a hotel, QT.
Oh
in
yeah,
Perth.
how was that?
That was good.
Good joint.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
QT.
I got a
Is it
couple
right in the middle of the city?
Yeah.
Northbridge type thing? Or?
Yeah, you know where the bell tower is?
Yeah.
Down near the foreshore?
Okay.
It's 500 metres in.
Yeah.
So the street next to QT, you can see the bell tower.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty central.
Yeah.
Like it's near where all the
Good
shopping
spot.
and stuff is done, yeah. So yeah, it was a pretty good stay. I was just there for the one night, but just a couple of little stories I have.
You got to enjoy life, staycations, bro.
That's it. Your little staycations can't go anywhere else really. So
yeah, you might as well
just had to
enjoy
treat
the
ourselves.
state we have.
So Grace and I went and we saw this couple who was sitting across from us when we were having cocktails, right? Rooftop bar, really nice up there. Might be open to general public.
What cocktails did you get? You had it.
Heaps
yours?
of different ones.
What I had an Illusion and a Blue Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Both were pretty nice.
Yeah, you know how they have like wild names?
Yeah. Some have.
This one was
I
crazy.
think, Illusion and Blue Hawaiian would be. I think I've seen them a lot of other places, pretty common ones, but they were nice.
But what the bartender did was he goes, "No, we're going off the menu."
Okay, that's cheeky.
He goes, "You guys need to take a risk and just trust me and go off the menu." And
so he's just making them up. His marvelous creations, bro.
And he was good at his job. He came up to us and said, "All right, what do you like in a drink?" So for me, I said, "Oh, I like tropical." I just said, "Make me feel like I'm on an island. Make me feel like I'm on holiday." Okay.
That's what I like in cocktails too. Yeah. That's all I want, bro. Yeah.
So then he's come back with this tropical paradise.
Like you're on a
That's
day
what
bed,
I'll call it.
Like you're on a day bed, shirt off, sun out.
Little sunnies on, maybe even a little book or something.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, he brought me this thing, and I can only describe it as tropical paradise.
Beautiful.
Really
what
good.
color was it?
I would say probably like a yellow, but it was like a nice yellow with a bit of orange through it.
I know exactly, like a fresh sunrise. Yeah.
Like happy sunrise.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this thing was great.
Like a Bahamas yellow. It looked good,
And he said, "Oh, so what do you want now? Like something different?" I said, "Nah, give me the same. Like I want that again." And that was very good.
Do you know what alcohol was in it, or is it?
Nah, didn't ask. I was pretty drunk at the time. I lost my bank cards.
Yeah,
that was a hassle.
sucks.
So I'm pretty blue at the time, and I had to ring the hotel because we walked down the street to go to the Reveille, which is like Elizabeth Quay area. And like I'm on the phone to them. I said, "Hey, like I think I've left my bank card and my ID and stuff. Like it's fallen out my pocket. I think it's upstairs at the rooftop bar." And the rooftop bar had closed at that time, so I was pretty confident that no one would have stolen it. And then I was like, okay, surely no one at a hotel would steal something, because like it was a pretty nice hotel.
Yeah,
so
you think people are better than that.
And I got they said, okay, we'll let you know what happens with it. I get no reply, so
You're thinking,
I get back into my bed at like 1 a.m. and I send them an email and I say, hey, like I really need my card and stuff, and no reply.
Oh.
So I don't know where my card is. I'm freaking out a bit. And in the morning, I need it because we're going to the shops. And then I went to the front desk and surely it was there. So it was handed in.
That's good. Good people.
Very good people. But then the only other mishap we had on the trip was the fridge. So like, you know how you got like a mini fridge in your hotel room?
Little bar fridge, yeah.
Yeah. So like, obviously we brought some drinks and we wanted to put them in the fridge. But we put our hand in there and the walls of the fridge were warm, but the drinks were cold. So I was like, okay, how are you telling me the walls in the fridge are warm but the drinks are cold? I was freaking out a bit. I was like, whatever. And then Grace was like, well, how are we going to, like, she put the drink in and then it wasn't getting cold. And I was thinking, surely we don't have to turn it on. Like, I don't know what the secret is. And then I'm on the phone to one of the girls at the front desk explaining the situation, and she just thought I was dumb. And I was like, well, no. So we put something in the fridge, left it in there for half an hour. It hasn't really gotten any colder. Everything in the fridge is cold, but the walls are warm. She thought I was high.
Yeah, she's thinking he's crazy.
Yeah. And then she like talks to like a manager or something, and then she gets back to me. I'm on hold for like 3 minutes. I'm back on. And then she goes, that's just how the fridge works.
Oh, yep.
I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't think so.
I don't think that's how fridges
I wasn't
work.
great at science, but I know that that's not right.
How the fuck did... So what happened?
They brought up a big like ice bucket, you know, where they put wine and stuff in.
Yeah.
I like those ice buckets.
Okay, that's nice.
So yeah, like they did make up for it, but I was just thinking you can't try and clap back at me by saying
don't tell me a warm fridge
works.
is a cold fridge, bro.
Exactly,
come on, you're not that advanced.
No.
Some inverted heating shit.
Exactly.
No way, bro. Come on.
So that was that. It was a nice stay. But
QT.
there's a couple little stories. Oh wait, no, I didn't say.
Gym,
this
mate.
bit. Sorry.
Before I tick it off.
So we were sitting there at the rooftop bar, and there was a couple across from us, and I just overheard their conversation, and the guy was saying, all right, babe, so like we'll hit the gym in the morning, then we'll go for like a little lunch, and then we'll come back and we'll hit the gym again in the afternoon.
Come on, mate, you're on holiday.
That's exactly the gripe that I had with this. I was like, okay, you're on holiday, you're on a little trip to the QT.
Was
really
he a
nice.
big boy?
Yeah, you could tell he's built like a gym lad.
Yeah.
And the girl was wearing, leggings at a rooftop bar.
Yeah.
Like a gym. Yeah, they're both very sporty.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, fitness couples, do what you want, whatever.
Honestly.
Yeah. But I was
Respect,
just thinking, come on, like, we're here having cocktails. You have one drink, then you're back down to the gym.
And I saw a TikTok video, and it was a guy at a festival,
Yep.
and he was right up close in a little VIP area, and he's eating his meal prep.
Right.
And I'm just thinking, like, a lot of comments were, some were people saying, bro, just have fun, and others were like, people will never understand the drive that he has. And I'm thinking, like, okay, no. Like, there's time to work hard,
Yep.
and there's time to enjoy yourself.
Yep.
If you're one of those people, if your life is so involved in the gym that you're doing gym stuff while you're at a festival, at a bar, like, get fucked, bro.
Well, you don't need to be at the festival.
Imagine if we just took the laptop we're at a festival. Oh, fuck, we got to edit the Poddy. We sit down in the middle and edit. Like, what? You're a dickhead,
replying
bro.
to emails at a music festival.
Imagine you're at the rooftop bar. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to fucking edit the podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
okay, dickhead.
I guess that...
Fucking people like that suck, bro. You're not on a grind. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like when people, and, do what you want. I don't really give a fuck. But, I don't give a fuck. But it frustrates me when...
If you don't know how to play, mate, what's the point in life?
That's the thing. I take it back to university and school, right? You'll have people that will study, and, like, they'll call off parties. They won't go to this, they won't go to that, and they'll be miserable. And then they get their grade and they get in to do what they want, right? But they were miserable.
Yeah.
They missed out on years
Everything.
of all these, like, memories and stuff that were made. And, yeah, whatever. Like, you might have got a worse score, but at the end of the day, what does a score mean for the rest of your life?
Exactly.
Like,
bro.
You need to make memories and be
you need
happy.
to just have fun, man. Like, everything will work out if you're having fun.
Have
like,
some chips and a hot dog
will.
at the music
Literally, enjoy
festival.
yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to take your meal prep there. One, where did he heat it up? And, like, that one annoyed me. That's a similar thing. So they're at a rooftop bar in gym clothes.
There was a study the other day. Liz Cloggers talked about it, and it was, a hot dog takes 38 minutes off your life. Are you serious? What study? Show me. Show me the facts.
Bro, 1 week chocolate's bad for you, the next it cures cancer. Like, everything's good and bad for you, man.
On that note, what did you have for breakfast?
So, I had to take Carly for work early, so I got up... What time did the alarm go off, bro? Fuck, like 7:45 or something.
Yeah, I was up at 8:15.
Crazy, bro. Other people were like, I get up at 4. Like, yeah, well, shut up. Anyway, and then I tried a breakfast burrito from Guzman.
Yep.
It wasn't that good.
Okay.
The flavour was good, but I didn't like their bacon. It was kind of like... I like my bacon like the pizzas, bro. Thin and crispy. That's how I like my bacon and pizza. This was more like thicker bacon.
Streaky?
Yeah, I like streaky bacon.
Okay.
But this was more like thick bacon... and cooked just like medium level.
Oh,
and so it did kind of ruin it for me.
It's like some thick ham.
Then I went home, had a bit of a mandarin, wasn't the greatest, threw it out, and then just had a chocky up and go. Yourself?
I haven't had anything.
Okay.
I woke up, rise and shine, got ready for this.
Yeah.
And then we're here.
Well, yeah,
now.
I woke up because I was meant to get in 9:30, got here at 10.
Yeah.
Because I was initially going to get up when Carly did, but it was so cold that I was like, nah, I'm just laying in bed, bro. Like,
How good sleeping when it's cold, though?
Oh, it is nice because it's
It
just
is.
the comfort.
Oh,
like right now
100%.
it's 15 degrees, but when I woke up it was 7.
Yeah.
Yesterday it got to a max of 10 where I live, bro. And I was thinking, why is it so cold? 10 degrees. That's why.
It's freakish.
I could never live in a winter town.
Nah, no way. I was working last night and it was freezing, and even the night before was cold.
You're just shivering,
and
bro.
I don't like wearing long pants, like at work.
Yeah,
Because you get sweaty and stuff.
Yeah, shorts are a work thing, you know.
Fuck me, it was cold. Like, because obviously I was wearing shorts as I do.
Yes, sir.
But, just wanted to give a shout out to Renee from Victoria who sent us a clock.
This is beautiful. I actually, it's like I do like it. It's a nice gesture.
It was very odd. Like, we just got given it
Look at that.
out of nowhere, really.
Did it just come in the mail?
Yeah. So what she's done, because we don't have a PO box at the moment, she's just taken the address that was on the Oz Post stuff.
Check out the video for that clock. I just got a nice focus shot there. So listening to audio.
So yeah, Renee's whipped that up and given it to us.
If you want to send us shit,
we'll open a PO box. This is a little issue I have with TV shows, movies, stuff like that. And, you know, we might have talked about it in the past before. Let's say, okay, I was watching Harry Potter the other night. Just doing a recap on the whole series.
Which one did you watch? Or are you going through them?
Yeah, we're up to the second last one.
Yeah, they're fresh in my memory, yeah.
Actually, no, we're up to the last one.
Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Deathly Hallows Part 1 was the one that this happened.
So that's a snooze fest, bro.
Yeah, no, this one...
That's a snooze fest.
This one was, they're just in the forest.
They're just in a forest,
with
bro.
a tent.
Ew. What? They're camping, bro,
Yeah.
for 2 hours. They could have cut that whole fucking movie.
Yeah, 100%.
And for some reason, right, I had this thought. I thought more of the series was in London but it's not. Like, I thought, but they're just in fucking camping in the bush, bro.
Yeah.
We can make a better movie in your backyard. I guarantee it. Oh my God.
So yeah, that wasn't the best movie. It was a snooze fest in comparison to the earlier ones. Because what
That's
they're doing,
a trash movie.
they're trying
bro.
to make it more dark. But it's
I
just,
don't want that, bro.
yeah. Anyway, so this is
And Harry's a bitch.
One thing that I've been rewatching it, right, and I'll take back some of my comments we made about Harry
Okay.
because I know we said that he's a wimp. I'd say that he had to show courage in a lot of spots throughout the
But
movie.
then he becomes a wimp. Because even I noticed, right, at the start he calls him Voldemort.
Yeah.
And then he stops using his name near the
Yeah.
end. And I'm like, now you're showing fear. Wimp.
But like he does do courageous things.
Yeah, he does do
throughout.
some courageous things.
I'll tell you who is a wimp. Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, bro.
Like he is literally a wimp.
Yeah.
Um,
He's got the worst of everything.
Yeah.
Shit parents. He's a wimp.
and he just hides behind the facade of I'm in Slytherin.
Yeah.
And then
What house would you want to be in?
Oh, probably Gryffindor. But that's just
I think I like, they don't get shown much, but I like their
Hufflepuff?
name. No, the other one. Ravenclaw.
yeah,
I want to be in
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Okay.
But they don't get as much time as I would like.
I think yeah.
But I would probably pick that one actually,
Okay,
I think. I don't
interesting.
know why, but I just like it.
So basically, they're in the forest, and there are these people in the forest who are chasing them, and they're running after them, you know, casting spells and shit. And Harry just falls over, and I'm just thinking,
Man's a wizard, bro.
Yeah, you're a wizard.
They don't
Number
use spells
one-
enough in
no,
those.
no.
Like, just do uppity duppity, you know? Keep going.
But number one, you have your wand on you
Yep.
pretty much. You're strapped up at all times,
Yeah.
right? There are crucial stages where they do not use their wand.
yeah.
They go,
It's like they forget they're magicians.
Hermione goes, run.
Do
and
an
they run
invisible
away.
spell or
Yeah.
transportation.
Why didn't you bring your
anything.
invisibility cloak?
wall?
Idiots.
You know? Something. Like,
Wall.
put a wall up in front of the people chasing you.
Yeah, what
Trip.
about fuck off itis?
Yeah, something, bro.
But yeah, just in movies, why do people fall over? Because in real life situations, I personally haven't seen many people fall
No.
over when they're getting chased. You're in that fight or flight response where you're fighting.
You'll either,
You are
or
running.
people freeze.
Yeah, I just find it annoying how they can't like keep their feet.
Yeah.
Like you're better than that. Like
And they're magic, bro. They're literal magic. They're walking magic.
But even in other movies, like you'll see an athlete getting run down, or like this kid getting run down by the school bullies. He's always falling over,
Yeah.
and he's always getting a noogie.
Yeah. Always, bro. Always getting his pants
That
pulled
sounds
up.
racial.
It does. Well, even like, there's a funny Will Smith video. He's got an Australian trainer,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Tell him what you just said." And he's like, "No." And he goes, he just asked me if I have a niggle,
Oh,
right? And
yeah.
Will Smith's like, "Don't ask about my kids like that, bro."
That was like Virat Kohli today.
Yeah.
He was like, a few of the boys have niggles, but his accent made it sound really bad.
Yeah. It's just, it is what it is, bro. You
Yeah.
know, you got to account for accents.
You do.
Superstar horse, Vinnie Chase.
Oh, mate. So basically, Element 79 is a dud.
Good bloodline. It's just it is an average horse, which you don't want. It comes second to eighth and never last, never first.
No. Now, what we did, we went back out into the market and bought a much cheaper horse, and it was
An unnamed
unnamed.
foal, a throwaway horse.
A throwaway. It was a baby on a
We
doorstep.
adopted it.
Yeah, we did. We brought it into our home, fed it, gave it a name, Vinnie Chase from
Vinnie
Entourage.
Chase.
And, we gave it the love it deserved.
It's had 20 races
Mhm.
with 4 wins, 20%
Yeah.
win rate. It's a superstar horse.
Now, you might think, only 4 wins from 20 races.
Oh, trust me.
Trust. Now,
That is elite in this game.
Vinnie Chase with the 20% win rate, it probably has a really high value now.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Now, I'm really excited for its future. It had a race just prior to us recording, and it had the best come from behind win I've ever seen.
200
Zed Run.
metres, it was basically last.
and
and
it
wins.
What? Ridiculous. We went nuts. You'll probably see that on TikTok soon. But Vinnie Chase has gone up into the 20% win rate mark, and he is the horse of the show.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love this horse. It's strong, powerful, runs well. It's a gem.
It is.
It's a
And
gem.
there's so many options for us. You know, we can keep it.
We were so excited. We've written it twice, bro. That's how much we love Vinny.
Wait, where's the other one?
Vinny?
Yeah.
Vinnie Chase.
Oh, my God.
That's how happy we got, bro.
Wow.
It was crazy. Like, it was so exciting, that win.
Yeah, it was.
We won by
because-
literally like such a millisecond, and the horse, as soon as we crossed the line, the one who came second overtook.
Yeah.
Like, it was, oh man.
The chances of it were slim, and I don't know. Just to get the win makes us
Vinnie
feel really good.
Chase, check it out. Check our horse out on Know Your Horse
Yep.
if you're into the Zed Run NFTs. Open Sea, Vinnie Chase.
Bang, bang.
It's amazing. A nice little story here, right?
Okay.
Hey boys, I've been a long time listener of the Poddy and absolutely love it. And there's a nice little meaning behind this too.
All right,
Good one.
all right.
I'm not sure if you've seen on the news, but a young man named Jack McCormack was hit on the Mitchell Freeway trying to change the tyre on his Ola. Right?
I did hear.
I was driving past in my Uber home from the clubs at the time and saw him on the ground, and we pulled over. Everyone was in shock, so no one had attempted CPR. Since I'm a nursing student, I checked for vital signs and found none, so I immediately started CPR until the paramedics arrived.
Handy that she's a nurse.
I was contacted by the paramedic a day later who told me that my attempt at CPR kept him alive long enough for his family to say goodbye before he unfortunately passed away in hospital. Basically, the big message I want to spread is how important it is to be educated in CPR because it can save lives, and since you guys have a positive impact on your listeners, I thought it would be worthwhile to see if you could continue to pass the message. She's like, I don't want to be like named or anything, and it's just like, basically my point is that out of the 10 or so people who were standing around his body, no one knew how to do CPR, and she just is pushing, maybe go learn some CPR in your spare time.
That.
I respect it too.
I want to say her name, but we won't. But
Well, she said not to be named.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, honestly, it was nice.
yeah, this is very, it's heartwarming. It's good to see.
But yeah, mate, if you're bored, maybe do a little CPR course. I don't know.
Yeah,
Got some spare time,
definitely,
spare money on your hands.
because it does come in handy.
you never know when shit like that's going to happen.
Like the young girl said, she said that it allowed his family
It allowed
to say
those
the
final
opportunity.
moments that you need. I didn't know the bloke died, actually. I
Yeah.
kind of, when I was reading it, I assumed he'd survived it.
And
Sad news, but-
like, it's almost embarrassing the fact that the Ola driver had the passenger
Help, come on,
changing the
man.
tyre in the car.
And
Like, it should
was he
be
not
a
pulled
part.
over properly? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, it's a
you
ridiculous
should know how to
thing
change a
that
tyre if
happened.
you're a fucking Ola driver, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And the fact that, like, I feel as though if you become an Uber, an Ola, a DD driver, whatever, you should have to know the essentials of how to fix the car, just in case something like this
100%,
happens.
bro.
Because you can't have shit like this happening.
Bloke's probably drunk after a night
Yeah.
out or something. Like,
Nah,
disappointing, bro.
not good to see, but thank you, and yeah, we're happy to spread awareness.
Yeah,
for
100%,
things that
100%.
genuinely.
So yeah, maybe learn some CPR in your spare time. This one I saw, it was on Lockie's podcast.
Okay.
They did it like with PNC lads like
Yeah.
Evan and Buckley, and it was just like your top 5 for like a festival dream
It's a bit
lineup, I
hard.
guess.
That's
And we'll
hard.
keep it to like alive people because obviously if you include dead,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably that makes it,
All right, I'll just try and go like straight away with my heart.
yeah. What's in your heart?
Calvin Harris
Yes, that's
is
cool.
going to be on there. I'm also going to have Drake,
Yeah,
just because massive hits.
yeah,
I'm also going to have Dave.
yeah.
I'm going to have Skepta,
Oh, Skepta's good.
and for me, I'm going to have Burner Boy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me think. I'm going to go.
and I know I've missed so many people.
It's hard, right? There's some you don't think of.
Yeah,
I'm going to
I have
go.
Dear Sunday opening acts as well.
Oh, that's nice. Give out some. Yeah, they can be the opening act too. Nice people. I'm going to have Kanye.
Big.
I want Kanye. I'm going to have. Wow. I'm going to have Post Malone. I want to see Post
Yep,
Malone.
yep.
I want to see on my lineup. I'll go Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
My favourite female.
So is that 3?
That's 3. I'll go
Surely chuck a
for
DJ in there.
my favourite DJ.
David Guetta.
Who's my favourite DJ? Maybe Calvin is a pretty
Yeah?
good option
Calvin
with that
just has
actually.
so many
He
hits.
that'll be good, like good vibes. I do really like Calvin Harris. Yeah, you gotta have a DJ. Probably Calvin. I think he's my favourite.
Mm-hmm. And then one more spot
Number 5.
available.
Number 5 on my dream.
Alive.
That's tough.
It
I can't
is.
even do it, bro.
Nah, just choose one.
Five. So, I've seen Skepta like 3 times.
Yeah, but would you want to
So-
see him again, or would you want someone new?
I'll probably go someone new. I'll
Yeah.
go... Who have I been listening to? Nah, I won't go Kid Leroy. I'll
Nah.
go... Maybe I'll have like Kid Cudi or something. Pursuit
Okay.
of Happiness.
Yeah.
Just some, I reckon
that
that'd
would
be a
set the
nice
tone.
moment. Yeah. There you go.
That's quality.
But yeah, that was it's good to see everyone's little taste in music, what they want at a festival.
Yeah, what would your guys' music festival? Don't DM us. Maybe, actually, yeah, DM us.
Mm.
It's just like when we get an influx of DMs and it's just all the same thing. Because like someone will have the most generic lineup.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough, but whatever.
It is what it is.
If we could like do a festival lineup of our top 50, like that would be nuts. Because then you could chuck in people for like the girls and stuff too. Like,
Yeah. Top 50 would be insane, bro.
Imagine throwing in like Doja Cat,
Dua Lipa
Beyonce.
and stuff. Crazy,
Oh,
bro.
mate. J-Lo can come. Pitbull can
Big
come.
things, bro. Oh, Pitbull.
That would be nuts.
People would love that, eh? He goes crazy. We've
On
got
to some court cases.
an influx of court cases.
We
this
love
week.
the court
6,
cases.
bro. It's crazy.
Maybe one will go to the jury this week. Who knows?
Maybe. You can read this one,
Yeah.
mate.
All right. Hi, fellas. I have a case for you. About 2 months ago, I went to a party where it was a free bar. As you probably know, this is a dangerous thing to have at a party. The night unfolded and I got hammered and I'm having a great night with my mates. This is when my Dutch confidence, the confidence that came from the alcohol, came into play and I started dancing with a few birds.
Okay.
One girl called Ellen, look at how he spelt it. I wonder if that's the real way.
How do you spell it?
E-L-A-N.
Oh, wow.
Who was, or it might be Elan, who I used to go to school with, was getting very friendly, even though she is usually very shy.
Frisky and friendly.
That's that Dutch confidence that he's
Yeah,
talking
boy.
about. That's the element 79 coming
Yeah,
into play.
A bit of lust.
That's when she starts dancing on me, and one thing led to another, and I start making out with her.
Good man.
She then goes off to get her drink, and I don't see her for about an hour.
Oh.
I start to think that it's really bad. I start to think that I was a really bad kisser and I just fucked it. Due to this, I get back up on the horse and start dancing with another girl.
Okay.
This girl, we'll call her Emily, was a lot more experienced, doing
Emily.
some very interesting dance moves involving her ass all over me.
Okay.
I stay with her for most of the night until eventually we agree to head off to the afters inside. As we're leaving this marquee, I see the first girl who asks, "Where are you two going?" I'm in a panic and I say, "Oh, nowhere," and head off to afters. Turns out I was Ellen's second kiss. She had been telling her friends how great I was and that she wanted to sleep with me. The only problem was, it must have been about 2 hours since I last saw her. Am I guilty of being a massive dick to Ellen, or is the fact she left for about 2 hours a mitigating factor? Follow up. Her and her friends were calling me a massive dick in the morning, and this made me feel better because they were being assholes. Also, I secured the kill on Emily and had a great night with her,
Yes,
so am I
sir.
guilty of being a massive dick like her friend said, or am I okay? Cheers,
Not
fellas.
guilty, in my opinion.
Not guilty.
At all.
What had to happen...
Bro, no
was-
loyalty. It's a night out. She's gone for an hour.
Now, Ellen
Out
has
of
to
sight,
say
out of
to you...
mind.
This is what has to happen. Ellen has to make it clear that she likes you.
Yes.
Ellen sort of just has to say, "Look, I'll be back. I'm just going to go see my friends."
Yep.
Then at least you can go back with your boys, have a fun time, and wait for her.
Yep.
But 2 hours?
2 hours, bro. A lot
You-
can
you're
change in
thinking
2
she's left.
hours.
You know what I mean?
Nah. Ellen, one needs to change that spelling. Ridiculous. And 2, stop being annoying. It's always the annoying friends as well.
The friends
Chirping
just shouldn't get
in,
involved.
bro. Always. Shut the fuck up. Honestly, bro. Oh,
I like how that bloke, I wonder how old they are, but he said she was doing some questionable ass moves on me.
yeah. The other ones, Emily sounds like she parties, bro.
Yeah, Emily likes
Parties.
it. No, he secured the kill.
All right, a bit of a Levers court case. Last year, my friends and I went to Levers together in a group of 7. Obviously, some of us carpooled together, so we didn't have to take a heap of cars. I went in one of my best mate's car. However, he let me and my whole friend group know he had to leave early on the last day of Levers for an appointment and couldn't take me
I
home.
wonder what the appointment was.
Man's got some issues, you know? All of my friends agreed and said they would make arrangements for me to come home with them. We all live in the same area, and one of the friends even lives on my street, so this wasn't an inconvenience to any of them at all.
Right.
Fast forward to the end of the Levers trip, and if I'm being honest, nothing special had happened up to this moment on Levers, and I was actually really disappointed with my
Wow.
experience. However, on the last night, I really wanted to make this experience at Levers count, so myself and 2 other friends, including the guy that had to leave early tomorrow, decided to party on real hard on the last night of Levers.
Nice.
As you should.
Yeah.
This included playing really loud music and getting really drunk, standard. The rest of our friends said they were tired and started having showers and getting ready for bed at 8 p.m.
Oh, what?
That's disgraceful.
Yeah. And it's also disgraceful to say we were playing really loud music and having a lot of really good fun.
We continued to party hard and mucking around, like turning the lights off when people were in the shower,
Yeah.
putting our music speaker in people's rooms while they were sleeping and blasting music.
Okay. That's typical Levers shenanigans.
We eventually wrapped it up and went to bed a couple hours later.
Yeah.
So it's probably still
10
only 11.
PM.
It's, bro, I don't go to bed that early now. We woke up the next morning to the whole house empty except the 3 of us from last night. Everyone went home. They left the whole house for us to clean, and the only guy that had a car there was the one who had to leave for the appointment. So me and my other friend were essentially left 2 hours from home. My mum had to leave work early and drive 4 hours round trip to take me home.
Yeah.
Are my friends guilty for leaving us? They have also not spoke to me since that trip, and they were all my best mates from school. Or am I guilty for being really annoying on the last night of Levers? I think they're guilty. They sound boring.
True, but what if they haven't spoken to him since? Like, look at it's September. It's
Yeah, what's going on?
nearly a year's past.
They
I
could,
think
they
they
could
don't
have
like
hated you too much just from... It is pretty rude that they just left without helping.
No, very true.
Like-
The friends are guilty of dogging you for that.
Yeah.
You are a tiny bit guilty just for fucking with them. You could have gone somewhere else to do it. You could have,
True.
but
They
then
sound boring, like boring people. If you didn't have a good
to
time
go
at
to
Levers,
Levers with
it's
yeah.
because they're boring.
And then wait, oh my brain's gone. I just had something and it's just drifted.
It's gone away, hasn't it?
It has gone away. That bloke
Who had to leave early?
left early. Well, that's fair enough.
Man's got an
he had to
appointment.
leave
That was
early.
pre-planned.
Yeah, but then the other blokes,
The
yeah,
other
I don't know,
people.
man.
Yeah, it just sounds like, you know what, you guys obviously weren't a mix.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah,
Move
no,
on.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, it's been a year since. I feel like there had to be underlying factors before Levers for them to not talk to you
Yes,
since.
sir.
Like, how good a mate are you to them, or how good are they to you, for you to never speak after Levers?
Well, I
Like,
guess that happened to us, Levers.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we had
we're
a couple people in our group who
yeah, but
left, like one bloke literally left in the middle of the night. and
wasn't
we've
it
never
always
seen
going to
him.
happen though?
Yeah.
that was always going to happen.
One of my good memories actually was, I'll mention this in the boys chat too after, was, so on the first night, our mate Zach
Yeah,
and the bloke who left,
Yeah.
I won't name him because, you know, it is what it is, but they obviously had that big altercation on the first night.
Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, Zach took the W, obviously. Very, very crazy. Lot of force behind his initial...
antics. Yeah,
It was crazy. Good to see, though. He's a fiery bloke,
Yeah.
Zach. But a lovely bloke. And I just remember the next day, we were all sitting around the table and they were just going back and forth at each other in the morning, and like Zach was like, "No, fuck you, cunt!" Like, and it was like, "What is going on?" Like, we're like at a table like this, and they're just like arguing in front
Across
of
the
everyone,
table
and then
was sick.
Zach's just calling him a bitch and shit, and I was like, "This is really cool."
so many things happened at that table. We had some sad breakfasts.
I loved the sad breakfast, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
How about like when the feet guy, like the hairy toes?
Yeah, he got pretty defensive over that.
He did.
Them hairy toes, eh?
It sucked.
And they're not together anymore, so the hairy toes was obviously too much for her.
Yeah.
That man couldn't shave, didn't want to change. See, maybe you should change for your partner. Maybe you should shave them toes,
They
you know?
obviously weren't right for each other.
Not at all. All right. Hey, boys, I have a little court case for you. Please keep the names anonymous, and the names used have been made up.
All right.
I have a really close-knit group of both guys and girls, so it's inevitable for 2 people to end up together.
Fair.
Myself and this guy Max are good friends, and I took him as
Whoa,
my...
whoa.
What?
No, don't worry.
My
Sorry.
Myself and this guy Max are good friends, and I took him as my ball date, and everyone else in the group have been wanting us to date for over a year now, but we are simply just friends.
Yeah.
Recently, Max and another girl in the group, Lucy, have gotten really close, like really close. She has said to me that she won't pursue Max for my sake because he's my guy and everyone sees him as mine. However, we're just friends.
My guy, all right.
But they're already. It sounds like a bit of.
Yeah.
You're just friends, but there sounds like a bit of claiming. Like he is
intimacy
mine.
going on.
Lucy, however, since saying this to me, has proceeded to strongly flirt with him in group settings when I'm there, and apparently even more when I'm not. They tend to Uber home together because they live close, and invites him in, and they chat till early hours of the morning, and recently slept over at his house, slept in his bed.
Yeah, just a little sleepover.
They got it
Nah, just a little sleepover.
and gone on a date with him today. The two of them are yet to kiss because she says she won't do that because Max is my guy. It's so obvious to everyone in the group that they like each other. Everyone knows, including herself and Max, that I don't care if they get together. Yet she keeps on saying she won't. However, goes behind my back and does all these things with him when she has a mentality he is mine. She guilty of being a bad friend for not owning up to me and pretty much dating this guy when she has a mentality that he is mine, or am I overreacting? P.S. She hasn't told me about all the stuff she's done with Max. I've heard from everyone else in the group.
Yeah, well, look.
I don't think she's guilty.
Nah.
If you guys are just friends, there should be no problem.
Yeah.
I think maybe you do like Max. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I think she likes Max.
No, she does.
She likes Max.
I think everyone likes Max.
Sounds like he's a popular boy.
They slept in the same bed together. No, they didn't kiss, though. They didn't kiss. Nah, of course
They just
not.
went home at the early hours in the morning, obviously,
Yeah.
after drinking and shared a
Always,
bed, and
yeah.
nothing happened.
Nah,
Back to back.
But they didn't kiss because, you're my friend, so...
I think you've lost the battle, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would say she's not guilty. And are you guilty of overreacting?
Well, wait, so the girl
So you're saying, is her friend guilty of being a shit friend? I would say no.
You can't put a claim on someone if you're
And
not...
are you guilty of overreacting? I'm going to have to say, I think so.
A little bit?
I think it's a little bit of an overreaction.
also
Unless you
think-
do like him, but if you're not claiming it.
Yeah.
I think maybe there's been, like Max is mine, but now that he's not, it's a
Yeah.
bit like, oh.
But I also think that the girl who is currently seeing Max,
Yep.
right, needs to stop lying.
Oh, and just say, yeah, he's mine now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, just
like,
claim
yeah,
him.
yeah. Instead of saying, "Oh no, I know, like he's yours. I don't want to step on your toes."
Maximus has got the pick of the bunch, bro.
He does.
Wow.
But yeah, I think the girl who's currently seeing Max just needs to.
We should have Max on the show.
He needs to, I guess, come out and just say, "Look, we have done this, we have done that." Because if you're hearing it from a friend, then it's bad.
But then is it any of her business, bro, what they're doing? You know what I mean?
Probably not, but it's just the fact that the girl's lying to her,
yeah.
their friends.
Yeah.
Just own up. Stop trying to be too nice.
Maximus the player.
Hey lads, I've got a quick court case for you. I like quick ones.
Yes, I do too.
Back in June, me and 3 of my boys went to a house party.
Yes.
The guys who were having the house party were pricks, so we thought we're going to turn their freezer off. The next day, I'm told by a girl who was there, she said the guy who had the party was so mad because we had to bin all the food. Since then, we've done it one more time. Should we stop?
No, I love that. I fucking love that, bro. Not guilty. That is so funny. I hell am going to do that to someone one day.
No.
That's so good.
I want to know why.
Who thought of that? That's so creative.
Yeah.
That is so creative. I've never heard of
Because
that.
you think of the cost of all the food in the freezer, it could be a lot.
Yeah, that, bro. Because that is... like, no one's going to check the freezer that night.
No.
No way. And then he's gone in the morning.
And he's
That's-
gone, yeah.
Honestly, man, that's some of the most creative shit I've ever heard.
I want to know why the guys are pricks. Like, what have they done to deserve that? And once I know
Crazy.
what they've done to deserve that, then I can make a decision.
I love that.
He hasn't even said, am I guilty? Has he?
He just said, are they or whatever. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just going not guilty, bro. Because I love that creativity,
No.
bro. He needs to work
Yeah,
for
it
us,
is
man.
funny.
Imagine being there.
In the court of law, it probably would be guilty.
But imagine being there, right? And your mate goes, I'm going to turn this cunt's freezer off. And then you wake up in the morning and see the message in the Facebook event, who the fuck turned my freezer off?
everything's just wet.
I'd be crying, bro. I wouldn't be able to
Everything's- yeah.
breathe. This week I've also stayed away from overcomplicated cases. Like when there's like 6 names, I just go,
Okay, right.
like, because, it's too...
maybe we
too
send,
hard to follow,
maybe we send
bro.
the freezer one to the jury.
Yeah,
Because-
we'll put jury.
Because
But I love
think,
that, bro.
I think in the court of law, you've done the wrong thing. We have no evidence of them being pricks.
Mm.
But it is funny, so you
Yeah.
got to give points.
We'll put it to the jury.
We'll put it to the jury.
Love that one. All right, boys. I've got a legitimate court case for you.
Oh, not a fake one.
About a year ago, I started seeing this guy I'd met through mutual friends. Let's call him Matt. We were together for 6 months, but never made anything
Fuck,
official.
no, let's call him Max.
We'll call him Max.
Yeah.
because he just gave me weird vibes towards the end. He would always be chatting shit about his best mates and flexing how much money he has and how rich his family is.
I hate that.
Bracket ill.
Yeah. Ick.
Eventually we ended, but we're still on good terms, or so I thought. I soon found out he had been talking absolute BS about our relationship and my friends and myself, so things quickly turned south.
He was saying, I was with this poor girl.
Yeah, this poor yucky girl. Skip a few weeks and I was out with a huge group of my friends for one of their birthdays, and Matt and a group of his friends were at the same club. Wasn't too impressed to see him, but just stayed away. Soon enough, Matt, seeing me talking with one of the guys he always saw as a threat throughout our relationship, and had got 3 of his biggest and darkest friends to follow him around the club for about an hour, threatening him.
Why does that matter?
Whew. I don't know, but she wanted it in there, you know. I'm just no shooting messenger. Eventually, I had enough and went up and told him to leave my friends alone. He has no place to be acting like this. We haven't spoken in weeks. Fair enough. Max then started spitting on me.
Okay, well.
And calling me every name under the sun. So psycho mode kicked in and I poured my drink on him and he was not happy. That's
psycho.
fair. You got spat on. Oh shit. Who spits on a girl, bro, in a club?
Yeah, I know.
One of his nicer mates stood between us and tried to calm the situation, but little did I know, one of my closest girlfriends was rooting for the other team, quite literally. Let's call her Ella. Oh!
She's a homie hopper.
It's fucking written well. Ella, who I thought was my friend, jumped from on top of a chair straight on top of me and started laying into me. This is like a fucking UFC match in the club. It was broken up pretty quickly, but this was just a beginning. While still having a decent night, I got messages off Ella, ignored them for a while, but got over it. So I just hit her with a simple, I got with your ex.
Which, was it true or not?
I think it was true. Next thing I know, Ella's ran from one side of the club to the other and once again got me with a signature right hook and dragged me to the other side of the club like I was a preschooler's doll.
How is
All while Max is saying, don't touch Ella. Wild, right? Anyway, all was said and done with my friends and I settled for letting the 2 head cases be happy together and we would continue to live our life without the both of them. A few more weeks ago, and we're back at this club, and Ella is there with a couple of her work friends, one of which I'd grown up with living next door to me since we were born. Gets to about 12 and I go up and say hello, and Ella is standing across from her, and let me tell you that didn't sit well with her. Yet again, me and Ella end up in another cat fight. All was broken up pretty quickly, but this is where it starts to get wild.
I want to see round 3.
A week later, I get home from work and my parents are sitting on my back veranda not looking happy. This is an odd sight because my parents are divorced. I get handed a hefty chunk of paper and at the very top it has NSW police. I think, fuck, what speed camera did I go through? But no, Ella got an AVO against me.
Oh.
Even though she was the one who had punched me and used her as a human punching bag. The police had come to formally give me the AVO notice and told me that I was for a 2-year stint and I had to go to court 2 weeks later.
A 2-year stint?
I had legal help and was ready to fight the AVO. The judge ended up telling me I was in a good position to win the case and have the AVO dropped as I had good evidence of messages from both Ella and Matt and I had witnesses willing to come along. But the case wasn't going to the court for over a year if I did so, and in that time, whilst fighting, I would still have to obey the rules of the AVO. I just ended up accepting it because I didn't want to fuck around with going to court for a year. The judge ended up cutting the AVO down to a year anyway. Moral of this long-ass story is, do you think I should have been served AVO or was Ella the boy who cried woofed? Just to top it off, Ella and Matt are now in a relationship.
Wow, the
Crazy.
dream team. They're a tag team.
Crazy, bro. Is she guilty? You probably didn't deserve an AVO. I mean, you got belted every time, it sounds.
Yeah.
You got smacked around.
I think, look, you're in a rough situation,
Crazy,
obviously.
bro.
But
Ella sounds violent, bro. She's not afraid to throw hands.
Yeah.
My God. Getting dragged through a club by your
I
hair?
wonder if Ella's a fake name or a real name.
I think it's a fakie.
Okay.
They're all fakies.
All right.
So,
But yeah, I'm just real curious. I want to know more about the situation.
intense, bro. Intense
Because-
love.
Yeah, it really escalated to like just brawls every time you see each other out. Like there's something else that had to be going on for that to happen.
Crazy
like
shit,
it
man.
can't just be like a jealousy thing, right?
Crazy.
All right, this is the last one.
Last court case, mate.
Hello, boys. Just listening to the latest episode, and you were talking about the ick. This was about 2 years ago. So my best mate started dating my fiance's best friend.
Dream. That's a dream come true.
They would both talk to each of us about how things were going, and then one day my mate messaged me and said she told him she wasn't interested anymore. So my fiance started talking to her friend about what was going on, and her response made us both laugh so hard. She said that they were cuddling and watching TV. My mate was eating gum, and she made a move on him. They started kissing, and he stopped kissing to take his gum out and stick it on the side of his bed, which was a big put off, but she carried on with it. They took a break while she went to the loo, and when she came back, he was picking his nose and wiping it on the wall on the side of his bed. That was the end of it. She carried on with the night, no more kissing or cuddling. They finished the film, and she went home. Fast forward to now, she is engaged to a new bloke, and my mate gets moody as fuck when they are mentioned, saying, she said she didn't want to be with anyone else at the time, but I've never told him the reason she didn't want to be with him. Am I guilty of being a shitty mate, or can I still be a dick and laugh about it with my fiance? From Ollie over in the UK. Cheers, boys. Keep up with the good work on the podcast. Can't wait for episode 100.
Much love, mate.
Much love, mate. Now, look.
I think you can have a little laugh. That's funny.
You can have a laugh.
Tell him one day,
about
though, because that will be funny.
Yeah, bring it up at his wedding if he ever has one.
Funny, bro, to bring that up.
Bring it up and say, oh, no, that could put... Imagine he marries a girl, right? And in his speech, he's like, all right.
But I loved... You know.
Yeah, but he goes,
loved Ella.
Yeah, this is the bloke who picks his nose and
puts gum on the bed.
Yeah,
I can see why that didn't last, mate. You got to up your game.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't let him see it when you do it.
No.
Or just don't do it.
Come on, bruv. Don't be caught out.
Disgusting. Putting boogers on the back of his bed.
All right, we got 2 voice messages and a little confession to end off, so
let's get into
it.
Hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the Poddy, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
All right, this was just sent in. Haven't listened to it before, so hopefully it's all right, eh?
Just got a question for you. Do you reckon chicks that like stalk their ex-boyfriends, like obviously after they've broken up, are like crazy? Is that crazy for them to be doing that? Like I'm talking like stalking their snap maps and stuff, like seeing where they are, like refreshing snap scores, like investigating like who they're hanging out with and who they're hooking up with like after they've broken up, or is that just like a normal thing? Cheers, boys. Love the potty, by the way. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, Earl.
Look, there's curiosity and then there is excessive curiosity.
Yes.
And that seems excessive. I think, it's probably normal for someone... It depends how people go about breakups. Like, personally, I don't like doing that stuff. Mm-hmm. But
everyone's different, man.
Exactly. Some people
if your heart gets shattered,
Yeah, you want to know who they're messing with. Like, what's going on. Which is fair enough in some cases. Now... If you're refreshing snap scores...
Yeah, it's a bit Joe Goldbergy, isn't it?
That's Goldbergy, definitely. New season coming out soon as well.
Looking forward to it. Don't mind that show at all.
And then, there's checking locations and who you're with and stuff. Like,
that's
just
crazy,
relax.
Bro. Some
just
people,
relax.
like, really froth snap maps and they always check on people, like, just in general. I was so shocked, bro. I'm like, whoa, I've barely used it. Mine's not even on. Like, crazy, man.
So, yeah, I'd say... There's different cases of it, but...
Just chill out, relax.
Just relax.
This is funny, man. This one's good.
All right.
Hey, boys. So I heard you on last week's episode talking about icks, so I thought I'd share my recent ick story. So I live in Alice Springs, and my best friend lives in Melbourne. And last year she got a boyfriend, and basically she wanted to, like, set me up with his best friend, who's also his roommate.
Classic.
I just feel like it never works.
Not his real name, but... and like basically we like started following each other on Instagram and stuff, and we would message each other a bit. Anyway, so I ended up booking a trip to go to Melbourne in April, and I met him and we hung out a few times, and I slept over at his place I think twice.
Aww.
And like we got along really well, and like I definitely liked him. And then like when I came back home to Alice, we messaged like almost every day, and I really liked him.
Sounds cute so far, right?
Yeah,
beautiful,
really cute.
And like also it's been in my plans to move down to Melbourne at the end of the year for ages, so that's why I thought it was alright to pursue this guy that lives in a different state. So I ended up booking another trip down there in July, and we hung out a few times. And me, my best friend, him and all his mates went to watch a local footy game, which was like a 45-minute drive from his house. And everything was all good the whole day. But then on the drive home, we were listening to music, and one of Will's mates asked if he could put on his music. So like, yep, that's all good. Gave him the aux cord. And he just puts on this like backing track beat thing and like starts freestyling, like rapping. And it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't bad at it. But I'd rather just listen to normal music on a car trip. I was thinking like, okay, it's like a bit weird, but like he'll do it for like one song and then back to normal music. But no, it goes on for a while. And then Will decided he's going to give it a go. So he starts freestyling, but he gets like 2 bars in and clearly can't do it. But he's like, oh, no, like, hold on, let me try again. And tries again, gets like 3 bars out, is like stumbling over words, can't think of rhymes or anything. So I'm thinking like, all right, he's embarrassed himself now, surely he'll stop. But he literally did it for the whole 45-minute car ride. So I was sitting in the front seat with my friend driving, and he was in the back seat, and I actually had to turn my head so neither of my ears were directly facing him. I've never been in so much pain like that from cringing so hard. But I think he was trying so hard that no one like had the balls to say like, shut the fuck up, because you're like embarrassing yourself. Anyways, so I think I got cut off. Basically, I got the ick like big time from that. And he's messaged me a few times since then, but I just don't even want to think about him anymore. The two of us were actually meant to go out for dinner like a few nights after that. But Melbourne got like 6 COVID cases overnight, so I booked a flight home the next day and left. That's like the only time that I've been thankful for COVID hitting, because I actually could not bear the thought of seeing him again after that. And I'm like dreading the next time I have to visit my friend in Melbourne, because it's like inevitable that I'll have to see Will again because he's a part of my friend's group. But I don't know, like the freestyle rapping, like he just couldn't do it. Like, but he did it for 45 minutes and I got the ick and never want to see him again.
Oh, poor
Rough, bro.
I mean, 45 minutes also excessive.
That's way too long.
Just relax, bro. Like,
way too long.
Like maybe you can try it on one song, but even that, you're running the risk. You've only met this girl a few times. Be yourself, do what you want, but you're going to get results like that.
Poor fella. Not really, actually. You know what? Not at all. Like, what are you doing, mate? 45 minutes of rapping.
Yeah, and he kept stumbling and jumbling.
Embarrassing. I just
Man
love
couldn't
how
spit a 2-bar.
she was like instantly done.
Yeah, like she didn't want to see him ever again.
Instantly done.
Oh.
All right, we have a little confession. This guy messaged me on Instagram asking to buy my shoes. Half like this is super weird and gross, and half like why the fuck, it's his problem. What do you reckon? Should she sell her shoes?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see an issue with
So
it.
this is the message the guy sent. Hey, I know this is strange to ask and totally get it if you don't want to. But would you be interested in selling some old, well-used shoes? Like, literally can be old enough to be thrown away. We'll pay good price.
Yeah, look, the guys who do this are fucking creeps. They're
Want
dirty
running
men.
shoes or slippers or flats heels. And he'll pay $500, bro.
Yeah, like, that's the
Damn,
thing.
they just want to smell some fucking feet, bro.
And, like, I can't stress this enough. They are old, disgusting men who fucking have money.
But if they're going to give you the money
Yeah.
to sell some old shoes, I mean, you know, you got to.
Yeah, there's nothing. Your conscience should be fine knowing that you're making more money than anyone else around.
He's obviously
you just for shoes.
Yeah, he's not good in his money, and it is a nice compliment. He's willing to
Yeah.
pay for your shoes, bro.
Yeah, like probably one of the dirtiest parts of your
Wait,
body.
he wants slippers or heels because it's foot on shoe, no sock involvement. Yeah, dirty bastard. Probably Indian. They usually are with these things.
Yeah, or just old white dirty male.
That's all they ever are,
bullied
bro.
in school.
Yeah,
And like just
fat.
Yeah, greasy.
Yeah.
Gamer chair.
Yes.
Or
Big
basement.
gamer chair. Mum's house.
Cobwebs.
Fat.
Uneven beard.
Sweaty. stinky, tummy overhang,
Yeah. Food on their shirt, stains everywhere.
cheesel hands or whatever.
Maybe like dog hair on their body.
Burger ring hands, they wear them.
Yeah.
Walk around the house with it all day.
But yeah, power to you.
Yeah, well done. It's a compliment at the end of
Make
the
your
day.
money, girl.
For sure.
And that's it for this week. Episode 99, done and out. Next week is the 100.
Yep.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it?
Merch is up for sale for a bit of a discount if you want. Free shipping.
Free shipping
Get rid of
and
the last few
20%
pieces,
off.
So
Get it while you can. It's the only drop we'll do for this winter, or
Yep,
for winter
definitely.
in general for now. And summer drop just around the corner. We'll just whip out some teas.
shorts. See what's going on.
Yeah,
Have some
so-
fun.
Indeed. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy
Definitely.
yourself, and we'll see you next week for the century.